Good morning, everyone, and good morning, Jade. This is Friday on week 5. Week 5. Holy dooly.
Oh
And
gosh.
I have to say, yesterday I was trying to work out if it was week 4 or week 5. I was not quite sure where I was up to.
Week 6 for me. Week 6 for me. But I'm staying with you guys. Don't worry. I'm not gonna cave. I'm not giving
Not
up
a
on the weekend.
cave.
No, I'm not
Stay
giving up on the
solid.
weekend. I'm staying solid. Staying solid.
Nice, nice. And how are you on this wonderful morning?
I'm great. I got a new mattress.
A new mattress.
So
Yeehaw.
actually, this is something that I'm learning more and more about with peak performance, right? And it's gonna sound really obvious. Sleep is important. But I because I was the girl that used to pride herself on living on 2 hours, super high functioning, and everyone being amazed that I could do that. And then I wore that as a badge of honor. I hadn't really put enough emphasis on sleep. And my back plays up and everything. And I've known since I bought that mattress, like since it got delivered, I knew it was not the right mattress for me. I had to use it upside down because it's not one of the ones that's supposed to be upside down because it was too soft and my back would go out. And so I've had that mattress now for probably 5 years, but because it was a $2,500 mattress, I was like, nope, I'm keeping it. Don't be wasteful, all the things. And when I moved in here, I'm just like, that's it, new mattress. And I love manifestation. I really needed another mattress for this weekend because we've got Steve and the kids coming tonight, and I didn't have a spare mattress for my spare room. And I was like, everywhere I was looking to order, I wanted a no-tox, latex, 100% natural, sustainably produced, the tick list of stuff. And there's like not that many mattress companies that do it. Some of them start somewhere in the vicinity of $17,000.
Holy
and then they work their way down. But then when I was looking, I was like, oh yes, I found one that's reasonably priced. It's only $1,800 delivered, and 8 to 9 week wait. And I'm like,
damn it,
that doesn't suit me. And then somehow, because the internet cookies followed me around, I found this
thanks,
website.
Zach.
Yeah. Zena. And when I read their website, I was like, oh my God, these are the people for me. Like they talk about how they were the first ones to use their own water and like to have their own plants, and it's just everything about it was sustainable, and like they're certified everywhere for their practices, like here in Australia and in Europe, and how they get the latex and the bamboo covers they put on them, and just everything about it. It was like every part of the supply chain. I was like, oh, these are my people. And it said 7 days delivery. I was like, oh, well, look, you got to do what you got to do. Well, I ordered it on Monday, public holiday Monday. And the lovely Star Trek man, because it was so heavy, even helped me take the mattress off my old bed and put the new mattress on. I said, I know this isn't your job. I know that because the directions say they'll deliver it to the door of your building. Make sure you have someone to help. And now, I mean, it's got to be, I don't know, it's like 70 or 80 kilos, I think. And he unboxed it for me, ripped away all the stuff, pulled the other mattress off, laid it on the bed.
Nice.
So why I'm telling you this story, guys, is 2 things. Smile at people, be lovely, ask them how their day is, and they'll want to help you. And if you don't ask, you don't receive.
Absolutely.
I am, as you know, I'm quite a believer in manifestation, but manifestation in action. So I decided exactly what I wanted. I put it out when I was like, I want it to be arrived by Thursday so that I can set up the room. Like I decided all the things, and then I didn't just go and order from the one place. I was like, I'm just going to see if I feel like there's somewhere else to look. And then it found me, and then it happened. But the second part of that story is, especially for what we're doing with 6 weeks solid and peak performance, sleep. Like how much of our time do we spend laying on our backs? And how many of us have a shitty mattress? Like seriously though, how many places? like my dad had the shittiest mattress. And like, just, I bought you a mattress. Why is it like, why? All right. And then there was, finally we got the mattress on the bed. But we spend so much and it affects us so much how we rest, but we don't really think about it, the pillow that we're using, the mattress that we're using, how that affects how we sleep. Like I carry my latex contour pillow everywhere in the world. Like it goes in the suitcase before anything else. It goes in my surfboard bag. If I don't have it because I've had a neck injury, my neck is horrific the next day. Now, if my neck's horrific, you've experienced it, when my neck's out, my brain doesn't work, my mouth doesn't work, and my job is to run my mouth for a living. Right?
All of a sudden, everything falls apart.
Everything falls apart. And like I had to get a massage guy. I found a massage guy to come to the house. That was a whole nother thing yesterday. It was great last night because I couldn't tip my head yesterday when we were talking.
Yep.
But like it really is a knock-on effect. And we don't realize also how many chemicals and electromagnetic fields are in our mattresses, like in the foam, the way it's produced, in the like mattresses can be bad, people. And having the metal coils, if you've got your phones and the electromagnetic fields and how that all works and how that fucks with your patterns and everything. So like I know you've got something to talk about today, Kyle. I said, do you have something to talk about today? I don't know where I went on the rant, but I just think it's really important for the rest side of things that we take a look at it and ask ourselves, you know, what else would change if I slept better? If I got a better night's sleep, what would change?
We did talk about it, I think maybe back in week 1, where we sort of talked about, and this is where the analogy of the takeoff is really indicative of the landing, and setting yourself up for the right sleep. And the right sleep comes by setting yourself up the night before and making sure that if you want to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning, then bedtime needs to probably start with a 9.
Did you see what time I sent you that message last night?
No, but I did see what time Charlotte and Kay sent me a message, which was even scarier.
Yeah, Kay, she's 3 hours behind us, but Charlotte,
yeah,
word with her today.
yeah. Sleep, Charlotte. Sleep.
The work chat is supposed to be muted at midnight.
Mine was. That's why you didn't get a response from me till this morning.
I was expecting your phone to be in airplane mode, as Charlotte's was meant to be.
Yeah. And so it starts. And I say that jokingly because, a lot of people sort of go, oh, yeah, I'm going to get up at 5 o'clock, but I'm going to go to bed at 11. And then I'm going to feel like shit and I'm going to drag myself out of bed. And, it's just this whole cycle. And, I think I spoke about before.
I don't know anyone like that.
And I've spoken about before where for the better part, I don't use an alarm. I've had one on for the last few weeks, but for the better part, I don't use an alarm and I wake up at the time that I need to, because everything has been set up so that I can wake up when I need to. And even if I go away, if I've got something important on, I can sleep comfortably and sanely, knowing that I'll wake up at the right time.
Yeah, it's amazing. El Marie gave me a recommendation the other day for an app, a binaural beats app, and it's awesome. You can choose your soundscape. You can choose the brainwave level that you want to be in. So this morning I've had morning coffee on. Last night there's different levels of sleep that you can choose. While I was doing things, I had to smash out some emails and that after dinner last night, and I had a focus one going, and I felt great. So like even things like that, like so I'm choosing to listen to that stuff when I'm going to sleep to put me into to try and get me down to gamma levels so that I am hitting the REM and getting the sleep and having that sound to support me.
I'm going to sleep with audiobooks on, so.
You're doing the whole NLP training,
subliminal. And it's been quite good. Like I've been quite enjoying it. I just set the timer for 45 minutes, and I'm gone. I'm well and truly out of it at the end of 45 minutes. So It's not keeping me awake, and it's just another way to habit stack. You know, we talk about habit stacking and being able to do more things. You know, to do all of the things. You know, so by putting the book on, it means I can absorb more and more and more. Even though it seems the moments come to you at the strangest times, and you sort of go, "Where the hell did that come from?"
Yeah, all the time. I'm like, I must have learned that somewhere. What book would that be from? We've got a couple of good mornings. I'm going to assume, I think the shark is from Steve. Good morning, you two. That's either going to be Jody or Tash. It's funny because everyone watching the stream can see the names of the people. We just can't see the names of the people.
We can't. It's just completely random what we can see, and we just get to guess and make up names.
Wait.
I actually, to squirrel off on a slightly different one, with our students at work, I always tell them to write their names correctly, or I get to choose what I put on their certificates. It's a good way to get guys to write neatly. So, but going back to the sleep, so it's really important not to get tied up in everyone else's concept of what sleep is and how much sleep you have to have and all of those sorts of things, because, you know, 100% there are people in the world that that can survive on 2, 3, 4 hours sleep a night. There's not many of them, but there are people that are totally fully functional. That's what they need. You know, studies say between 7 and 8 hours is the average, and that's the important thing to take on board with that, is the average. That doesn't mean that you should push the 7 or the 6.5 or the 6 because look, I'm better than average. What you need to do, and you know, we did a whole podcast on pay attention to the little things. So, you know, pay attention to what your body's telling you. If you're waking up every day and the alarm goes off and all you want to do is bang that snooze button 15 times, chances are there's something wrong with your sleep.
You think so?
and look, I found, so for me, I'm a 7 to 7.5 hour sleep is perfect for me. 7 hours I can go, but it's that extra half hour seems to be the difference between waking up and sort of feeling like that wasn't quite enough and go. But what I actually did is I used my activity tracker to track my sleep over a period of time and look at, you know, what worked and what sort of sleep time worked, what wake up time, and how the rhythms work.
Do you remember when you first got this, what you found out didn't work?
Well, it wasn't when I first got it. It was...
or when we started tracking it?
I think it was probably just after I did Wild Fit last year, where I found that a particular rum had a particularly high amount of sugar in it, and my sleep went to shit.
Yeah. It was, well, like we know that alcohol affects our sleep anyway, but a lot of people don't really pay attention to the fact of what different things are made out of. Yep. And rum in particular, being made from molasses mainly, is obviously a super, super high sugar content. Yep. And for those who drink it with cola, that's not going to help anyone.
Oh, you just screwed forever on that.
or even ginger beer, ginger ale, that's bad. But people don't really, like, do you know what I mean? Because they're not thinking it through. Yep. And understanding it. And that's why even when I came off of Wild Fit the first time round, we drank Ciroc vodka because it's made from grapes, not grains. So in my brain, it's the Wild Fit vodka.
I think that might be stretching it just a little bit too far.
Maybe.
I think if we ask Eric about that, he's going to go, no, it doesn't work.
Well, we know that Eric's not. Yeah, Eric doesn't think that alcohol lives in Wild Fit. That's for damn sure. But he says, like, it's not that he just doesn't like alcohol. It doesn't work for him. He's also super highly sensitive to caffeine, but he's found that, you know, sometimes a bulletproof is a good hack for him. But do you know what I mean? Like, it's about, again, that's about making better choices. If you have a night on Ciroc vodka and water, I can tell you it's a whole different morning experience than rum and Coke.
That's very true. And I know Brock at work talks about any of those mixes. Like, he can drink beer until he's a fish in it, but in any of those mixes, he ends up with cramps in his legs and headaches and just generally feeling crap.
Well, most people don't realize that most of the hangover is from the preservatives and the sugar. That is the shit that's in it. And if you drink not so great red wine, the like red food dye, which is absolutely horrific for you, those are the things. If you have a really big night on the piss and you've been drinking those mixes, it's probably the sugar crash that's killing you.
Yes, for a very long time.
Yeah, for a very long time.
So I think that's the thing for today, everyone, is, think about your sleep and think about how you're setting yourself up for a really good night's sleep. As much as it's made out to be a bit of a dream, it's super, super important that you have a really good night's sleep. Absolutely.
Oh, wow, I need to get off camera. Hang on.
So your sleep, back to the analogy, if you don't sleep well, your day's not going to go well. If your day doesn't go well, you're going to feel crap at the end of the day. So particularly as you are winding down for bed, make sure you're setting yourself up. Pay attention to things like what alcohol's doing for you, what food you've eaten, all of those things that might be affecting your sleep. And also the hardware stuff like pillows and beds, and don't wait 5 years to get rid of a crap mattress when what you need is a really good night's sleep.
People who have pillows and they have to fold them over because they've gone so thin. So they fold them over.
Yep. Just think about the hourly rate of your pillow and your mattress. And, if it's like 10 cents an hour or less, like really just, does it really matter?
Yeah. Honestly, you can get a amazing bamboo covered or bamboo or latex pillow for what you spend on coffee for a week.
Yep, definitely. So ditch the coffee, buy a good pillow, sleep well.
I know who this person is. Stephen. Apparently it's a joke about how many pillows I have on my bed. Yes, it helps with sleep.
That's right, yes.
It helps me feel much better about my environment, and that makes me sleep soundly. Smart ass. You're going to put them all on the bed tomorrow.
In exactly the right place. So enjoy the view out Jade's window there, everyone. Have an epic day today, and let us know, what do you need to do to fix your sleep.
Into the comments. I'll give that a second for everybody. Just bask in the glory. Okay, guys, have a great day.
Bye, everyone.